In this episode, we will be discussing Alaska Landlord Right to Enter. The Alaska Uniform Residential Landlord and Tenant Act allows landlords the following rights under the law with regard to obtaining access to the dwelling unit. Consent cannot be unreasonably withheld. The tenant may not unreasonably withhold consent to the landlord to enter into the dwelling unit in order to inspect the premises, make necessary or agreed repairs, decorations, alterations, or improvements, supply necessary or agreed services, remove personal property belonging to the landlord that is not covered by a written rental agreement, or exhibit the dwelling unit to prospective or actual purchasers, mortgagees, tenants, workers, or contractors. Emergency. The landlord may enter the dwelling unit without the consent of the tenant in the case of emergency. 24-hour notice. A landlord may not abuse the right of access or use it to harass the tenant, except in case of emergency or if it is impractical to do so. The landlord shall give the tenant at least 24 hours notice of intention to enter and may enter only at reasonable times and with the tenant's consent. The landlord does not have a right of access to the dwelling unit except, as permitted by this section, by court order, during an absence of tenant in excess of 7 days when reasonably necessary, unless otherwise agreed, or if the tenant has abandoned or surrendered the premises. For additional laws and articles, visit AmericanLandlord.com.